We just had this eclipse, and it is really bringing to the surface a lot of things that we need to look at, and that does not necessarily mean that it's going to be very comfortable. But for a lot of people, this imbalance with how we interact with what's outside of us is coming up. So that means for content creators, this is something that I have gone through in cycles over the past 8 years, the connection with these social media platforms and constantly trying to bring it back to my center so that I'm authentic and not letting the algorithms scare me, the trends scare me, and the likes, the comments. None of it matters. None of it matters. It is facade, and none of it matters. Because I've had people find me on videos with barely 30 views. And you can find 5 million courses. Oh, how to use Instagram, how to use Facebook groups, blah, 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 all this stuff. But the thing is, or how to promote your services and talk about these services. And I talk about services, I'll do that sometimes. But the thing is, people are going to want to work with you or get to know your content, get to know what you do if you just speak what wants to come up. Like now, this doesn't really have a message. I'm just kind of sharing every day my own insights, stuff that comes to me. And I'm not necessarily always talking about these services because people are going to sense your frequency. They're going to sense your spiritual medicine just through your voice and what you have to offer. So just speak, just share. We cannot get sidetracked of what it is that we are doing. And if you're like me or somebody that does this work, that loves this work, is passionate about this work, or whether you sell cupcakes, I don't care. If you look at me, I'm just here. This is where I'm going to be working today. This is what it's about. I get to pull cards for people. I get to do calls with people. I get to help them. And like in the end, if you find in your heart constantly again with everything you post, with everything you share, go back to the beginning of your very first thing you ever wrote, posted, recorded, and the feeling of excitement that you had. And if you can convey that to the people that are watching or reading your texts or whatever, like I'll have 2 people that are commenting, that are so excited. And I will genuinely feel so grateful for those 2 people. Compared to maybe we're going to compare ourselves to like these content creators that have 100K followers with a bunch of comments. And that is great for them. But it may not be what you need in life. Just find your connection to God. Find your connection to Source. Share from the heart. Go sit in the sun. Go sit outside. When you feel overwhelmed by the social media machine, go just kind of sit somewhere in nature. You can do this in a city park. Doesn't matter. You can just connect. I found a little feather again this time. If you saw, I found a red one a few days ago, and this is kind of blue. Anyway, I have an entire free spiritual business playlist on my YouTube. It's called, I think, Spiritual Business. It has longer videos, shorter videos. Go find it, where I explain more of this stuff. If you do feel called to work with me, I would love to support you in your spiritual business. I can just share 8 years of experience with you, and check out the caption for more information.